Yes. Now we are into political party. What are political parties? So, political parties, what do we know? In politics, it's an organized group of people who have the same ideology. Okay. Or who have the same political positions and who field candidates for election in an attempt to get them elected and thereby implement the party's agenda. They are a defining element of a representative democracy. Understood? Clear? I'll repeat it again. In politics, political party is organized group of people who have the same ideas. Simple. Or who otherwise have the same political positions who field for candidates. Like if I have a political position but I don't have people, so I won't go and do the main thing. I have to have candidates, people to do for me. Right? We choose monitors in the class to take care of the class. Teachers keep the class quiet, but at the same, when the teacher is not there, you're going to be like a teacher. Just for keeping the classes in control. Information about the class. So, candidates are fielded for elections is an attempt to get them elected and implement the party's agenda, what the party wants to do. That is a defining element of representative democracy. Okay. Now, India has a multi-party system with recognition according to the national and state and district level parties. It is reviewed periodically by the periodically by the elections. Okay. A political party is a voluntary association of individual citizens registered with the Election Commission. Absolutely. It is called an association because it is an organized group of persons who share same views on national issues. It is voluntary because individuals join it on their own. No person can be compelled to join a political party. Every citizen has the freedom to join or not join a party and to join the party of his or her choice. But how can a person decide which party to join? Now you have to know about the party agenda. What does that party stand for? What does that party want to do? Okay. What is that party wanting to do? Now one place that association is going to, you have to go and see what is their agenda, what do party do, you have to meet those people. Then you can decide. Each person has her or his views about the social, economic and political issues facing the country. You know, a person will naturally like to join or support a party which holds similar views according to you. What you think for your country or what you want the people to think for your country, that you are going to do. All voluntary associations are not called political parties. Only those associations which aim to gain political power through a democratic process are called a political parties. Here, political power means to govern the country. Thus, every political party strives to contest the elections with win as many seats as possible and form its government. To sum up, it is important that people who come together to form a party should have certain degree of agreement among themselves on major policy issues. Secondly, they should be properly organized with a set of rules and good leaders to guide them. With a set of rules and an organization, there may be a crowd but not a party. Thirdly, political parties need to be registered with the Election Commission. They must use only legal, constitutional and democratic means to gain power. A group that uses force or resorts to violence cannot be termed as a political party. Finally, all political parties must promote national interest. They must not encourage sectarian or communal feelings. Got it? Now I'll explain. India is a multi-party system with recognition according to the national, state and district level parties. They are all reviewed periodically by the Election Commission of India, ECI. Now, other local political parties that wish to contest local, state or national elections are to be registered by the Election Commission of India. Now, those who are registered parties are upgraded as recognized state, national level parties based upon objective and criteria. A recognized party has that privilege like a reserved party symbol. They have got a free broadcast time on state-run television and radio, a consultation in setting election dates and giving input in setting electoral rules and regulations. A recognized party has that. They can decide, they can talk over. Now, in 2019 general elections, the listing was that any party aspiring to state or national party status must fulfill at least one concerned criteria. What is that? All national and state parties have to fulfill these conditions for all subsequent Lok Sabha and state elections, or else they lose their status. As per the publication of this Election Commission of India, the total number of parties registered was 2,598, 8 national parties, 52 state parties and 2,538 unrecognized parties. Now, all these parties, those who are recognized or registered, have to have a logo. Now, this logo is offered by the EC. All 28 states of the country, along with the union territories of Jammu, Kashmir, National Capital Territory of Delhi, Puducherry, have elected governments unless President's rule is imposed under certain conditions. Okay, basic. What are the 8 recognized national parties? All India Trinamool Congress, foundation was 1998, Mamata Banerjee. Party Supremo is also Mamata Banerjee. There is a party symbol of that flower, Kolkata office. Okay. Then BSP, Bahujan Samaj Party, Mayawati. Founder is Kansiram. It's an elephant. Then we have the BJP, came in 1980. Sama Prasad Mukherjee was the Bharatiya Janata Sangh. Bhairon Singh Shekhawat, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and L.K. Advani were the founder of this party. Jagat Prakash Nadda is the supremo. It's got the lotus. Then we have the Communist Party. Then we have the Communist Party of India, Marxist. Indian National Congress, Sonia Gandhi. Nationalist Congress Party has the watch. Sonia Gandhi is the hand. National People's Party is the book. Now what do they have to fulfill? I told you, a party should secure at least 6% of valid votes polled in an election and win at least 2 seats in a state assembly and 1 seat in Lok Sabha. A party should win minimum 3% of the total number of seats or a minimum of 3 seats in a legislative assembly. A party should win at least 1 seat in the Lok Sabha for every 25 seats or any fraction allotted to the state. Under the liberalized criteria, okay, any state party, if it secures 8% or more than the total valid votes polled in the state, they get that recognition as a state party. State parties are Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, AIADMK, okay, Tamil Nadu, All India Forward Bloc, West Bengal, All India Majlis-e-Ittehadul Muslimin is Ovasi, Telangana, Asauddin Ovasi, All India NR Congress, Puducherry, All India Democratic Front, Badruddin Ajmal, Assam, All Jharkhand Students Union, AJSU, Sudesh Mahato, Jharkhand, it's got a banana, and Assam Gana Parishad, Assam, it's got an elephant again, Biju Janata Dal, Naveen Patnaik, Odisha, Bodoland People's Front is Assam. Then there is Desia, Morocco, Dravida, Kazakam, Dravid Munnetra, Kazakam, all in Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Goa Forward Party, Goa, Hill State People's Democratic Party, Meghalaya, Indian National Lok Dal, Haryana. So these are all state parties. Okay. There are unrecognized people also, unrecognized parties. Now, what are the functions of the political parties? We have to know that. We came to know what is the manifesto, what is a local party, and what are the party systems. We'll do that later. But what is a local party? Functions of political parties, we'll do it in the next class. Till here we'll keep it. 4, 8, 20. That is till political parties we have done. Next class I'll explain this to you. Okay? So till then, take care. Read the chapter and do the last chapters, one which we did, the pillars of democracy in action. Wait, I am getting it. We are doing democracy in action. So 2 chapters you are going to do. Homework, democracy and pillars of democracy. Democracy in action is process. Okay? Take care. Bye bye.